Hi everyone, welcome to Pearl's Kitchen. Let us ask God to help us accept the things we cannot change. Amen. Today I'm going to show you India's most famous snack, samosas. Samosas are quite easy and quick to make, and they're sold in practically every corner in India. So the ingredients what we need: in the karai, in the wok, I've got 2 tablespoons of oil, and in here I've got 1 teaspoon of jeera seed, that's whole jeera seed, that's cumin seed. I've got 1 teaspoon of whole dhania seed, that's coriander seed, but the dhania seed I crushed with the rolling pin on the chopping board. And I've got 3/4 teaspoon of sauf, that's fenugreek, and that also I've crushed with the rolling pin. I've got 1 inch of ginger that I peeled and grated, and I've got 3 green chilies that I chopped here. And we'll need 1 cup of peas. I've got frozen peas here. And for the samosa masalas, we need got 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder. If you don't want it too hot, you can put 1/4. Got 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric powder, that's haldi. And I've got 1/2 teaspoon of jeera powder, that's cumin. And I've got 1/2 teaspoon of garam masala, and I've got 1/4 teaspoon of amchoor, that's dry mango powder. We'll need fresh green coriander that I've chopped. And here I've got 4 medium-sized potatoes, and that's around 500 grams of potatoes, which I've boiled and mashed with the fork. You make sure you don't mash it completely. It doesn't need to be very fine, it needs to be a bit lumpy. And for the samosa dough, here I've got plain flour. I've got 250 grams of plain flour, and we'll need salt to go in there. And here I've got 3/4 teaspoon of caram seed, that's Ajwain. And I've got 1/2 teaspoon of jeera seed, and that's cumin seed. The jeera seed I've crushed with the rolling pin. And we'll need around 4 tablespoons of ghee, and we'll need some water. Okay, to begin with, as soon as your oil gets hot, we need to add the 3 seeds, that's the jeera and the crushed dhania and the crushed sauf. So start with the jeera and then add all of them. And then add the ginger. Make sure now the gas is on medium so it doesn't burn. Put the dry chopped chilies, and then straight away add the peas. Now in the peas, all you need to add is the jeera, the cumin powder. The rest we'll add with the potatoes. And put a drop of water. Maybe a little bit more. And now let the peas fry on a medium flame. Let the peas cook on a medium flame for at least 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, the peas, because the peas were raw and the potatoes are already boiled, so that's why the peas needed to cook for 3 to 4 minutes. Now it's had its 4 minutes, so we can now add the potatoes. Make sure the gas is on the low side. And now in the mashed potatoes we add salt. Salt to taste, say around 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then you add all the rest, the amchoor, the garam masala, red chili powder, and the turmeric. And now with the gas on a low flame, keep frying this from time to time, keep stirring it, and this needs to cook now for 5 minutes. I've been frying this potato masala for 5 minutes, so that's done now. So you put the gas off, and now you add all the coriander to it. Give the coriander a stir. And now we need to let this mixture cool down completely before we make some samosas. Okay, while the samosa mixture is cooling down, it needs to be completely cooled down. We're going to make the dough for the samosas. So now that's the 250 grams of flour that we've got. Now you take the caram seed and we need to just crush it with your fingers, just crush it. And then put all the caram seeds in here. And then put all the jeera seeds were already crushed. Mix that. And then we need salt, say around half a teaspoon of salt. And then you mix all the oil in there. I mean ghee. You could use oil if you want, but ghee is better. And now you mix all that ghee and the flour together. Because this needs to be made into a stiff dough rather than a soft dough. Now when you see it's nice and crumbly, then you can start adding water. Now add water little at a time. I've got warm water. Keep doing this till you form it into a nice, like a bowl. Now that it's all, you've bound all the dough together, that's how it should look like. And now just put a little bit of water in your hands, just rub it, and now you need to knead this for 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, I've been kneading this for the last 4 to 5 minutes, so that's done. That's how it should look like. Like I said, it has to be into a stiff dough. Okay, so now take some oil in your hands and just put all around it. And now cover it so it doesn't dry out. And now let this rest for at least 20 minutes before we make some samosas. Okay, now that the samosa mixture is cooled down and the samosa dough has been resting, so we now need to break a little bit of the dough, like a golf ball size. Form it into a round ball. Put some dry flour, and now we need to roll this more to an oval size, oval shape. That should do it. Around that shape. Now we cut it in half, and that will form 2 samosas. Now the trick to this is you just take half of the round shape and just put water on the edge only of around half of the cut moon shape, chapati or puri, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and then take the other half and then just fold it towards you, but don't press it, and the one that you've put water on, just join that onto this, and then pick it in your fingers, and then you press it. You press it and then you'll see it will form like a cone. That's the trick to making the samosa. It has to form into a cone. Keep pressing the seams. Now face the seams your side, and then you just stuff it with the samosa filling. And then you take some more water. Now you put water around all the edges. And you still have the seam facing you. And then you put the seam facing right in the middle, press it, and then keep pressing all the edges. So you like sort of make a lip. That's your first samosa done. It can, just sits like this. Now, same way again. Take the water on the half left hand side. Fold it, the other one, the right hand side fold, and the one that you wet. Press it to the dry one, lift it, and now you're pressing it, and there you go, and that's your second cone ready. Again, take the samosa filling, take some water, and baste around the edges. Press the samosa filling a bit, and then the seam to the middle, press, and then keep pressing all the edges. You can stretch it a little bit. And then there's your second samosa. Now you keep doing this till all your dough is made into samosa shapes. That's all our samosas ready and prepared. So now we need to fry them. So the oil's already hot. Make sure the oil's nice and hot, but after it gets hot, put it on medium, because we need to fry the samosas on medium heat. We'll do 5 at a time. So just four. Maybe I'll put 6 because the wok's quite big. So now don't touch them, and they'll come floating on the top on its own. Now let them fry on the medium flame for 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, you need to make sure the samosas keep frying till they're nice and like golden color, like this, and then you'll know it's done. And this, I've turned them around once or twice, and now that's the perfect color. And then you put them on the kitchen paper to drain out all the oil, and you keep going and start putting the other batch. Do the same again, wait till it gets golden color and take it out. That's the last 2 samosas coming out now. And that's all the samosas are done. Now let all the oil drain off on the kitchen paper and let the samosas rest for a bit. That's all our samosas ready and to go on the table. And now you could eat this with green chutney, red chutney, or with sweet chili dip. I'll put the description of both my chutneys that I've made earlier, and I'll put that in the description box for you to see. And you go and try this samosa recipe. Like I said, it's so easy to make, and now that the barbecue and parties are coming, this will look nice on your table. So don't forget to write on your comments what you think of my samosas, and don't forget to share my link with your family and friends. And I shall go and enjoy these samosas and send some to my friends as well. I shall see you again next week with some more delicious cooking.